All right, I'm going to try and do this in under 6 minutes. So let's start with Kathy Lee. Kathy Lee, Name That Tune. Oh, come on. Who doesn't know that Kathy Lee was the Name That Tune girl? And who didn't watch it live? You can name that tune? Well, by 1992, there's, woo, not that. Rock the Vote, Lollapalooza. It used to move around, but then they dedicated it to a Chicago park, Lollapalooza, affiliated in one way or another with Rock the Vote. Now, Kathy Lee, you cannot avoid it. The good of Kathy Lee. Kathy Lee created the Cassidy House and the Cody House for crack babies. Whatever happened to the crack children? Kathy Lee. Kathy Lee loves a love story. She helped Marla and the Donald come together at her home in Connecticut. You cannot avoid it. Kathy Lee in her California days, and I'm assuming, name that tune, she became friends with Kardashian's mother. So she is the godmother to the Jenner girls, both of them. Here is Bruce. He got an Adidas ad. Bad Bunny's getting one too. If Bad Bunny doesn't want to speak English, then why is Bad Bunny in English? Now, women in politics. So now you have AOC, and I'm going to write it down. I wrote it down. So you have Omar from Minnesota, Presley from Massachusetts, AOC from New York, and then T.I. from Michigan. So now these are angry women, and they're angry since 2018. So who can they be angry at? They're angry at the other half of their Democratic Party, who would be Hillary Clinton and Michelle Obama. Both women separated by 17 years or so. Not the song, I am 16 going on 7. Why is The Sound of Music an Easter program? And remember what he is wearing. Haven't gotten there yet. Hillary is born in Chicago. I believe Michelle is born in Chicago. So they both have knowledge of Chicago. Chicago is Marshall Field. Marshall Field Merchandise Mart takes up the river and has its own zip code, not 90210. In 1998, it's purchased to Vernado Realty of Maryland. That's fine. That's business. So now we know that business knows and politics knows. Because I'm just a lowly salesperson and I go to the Washington Post to see who got the money, the grants. You call at the beginning and you call before the grant expires. eBay is a wonderful thing, and if it ever gets lost, oh my God. Chicago and vicinity, Oklahoma. Who would have ever thought that? Highway map. Standard Oil Company. This is all public information. So if somebody says to you, why are these people not agreeing? Because it used to be public information. They view you as a little stupid. You're falling for it. It was public information. And they're not telling you. They are lying through their teeth. Oh, I'm not going to make it in 6, but I may. You never know. You never know. The merchandise mart. I have one that says it was sold to the Kennedys. Hello, the building on the other side, she's writing it, the postman can read it, is owned by Joseph Kennedy, father of John Kennedy, who was president. I've seen it several times, but never been in it. I've lost my address book, so I'm sending this card to you, Salvation Army. How TV Revolutionized Politics by John Kennedy, Senator. Now, Marian Wright Edelman, how does she come into play with this? Not only is she friends with Hillary, or Hillary, I don't know how that goes. The Washington Research Project was the precursor to the Children's Defense Fund. Search and Destroy about the Black Panther Party Fred Hampton Chicago murder. Number 9. Prejudicial publicity. Well, Warren Commission, Supreme Court, we're not going to get into his governorship of California. There are 10 pages of 700 dedicated just to journalists saying prejudicial publicity. So it's not an unknown topic. Oh, Patty. Patty, I'm on the side of my house. Free Patty. It's my house. It's my sidewalk. My porch. It appears that Patty's father, to please the Symbionese Lebanese army, had to create a poor people in need, $2 million to feed the poor people of California. That takes care of that. Riots, civil and criminal. These are the McClellan hearings where we will learn about Senator PERCY. He will introduce Reverend Brazier. They are investigating the fraud of the first year of the Office of Economic Opportunity, Sergeant Shriver, who used to be in charge of the Merchandise Mart in Chicago after it was bought from Marshall Field by Joseph Kennedy. Now, Marshall Field was also Papers, I think, but I don't know nothing about that. Did I forget something very, very important? Oh, and it looks that way. Yep, and you can't pause this thing. Oh, I know, I shouldn't have done it this way, huh? That's right. Richie Rich, the mad flavor. I haven't figured out this flavor. It came into DC at some of these brown bag lunches. And let's not forget TV Land Living Single Flavor magazine. Queen Latifah. Hip hop. Look at her videos. She's moving Africa and still walking without a limp. We met at his loft in Chicago's meatpacking district, across from the famed Harpo Studios. They host arrives with friend Scotty G, running late from an LL Cool J record release party. Oh, if I have to get up, there's no pausing. You just have to wait. I think I had it in here. Oh, look, we're up to 13 minutes. The Museums of Chicago. This is not. The Adler Planetarium. Oh, I'm sorry. Ferris Bueller didn't take you here. It's his day off. You know, Matthew Broderick, his father is the guy from Family. You know, 90210 Aaron Spelling. He did Family first. Sadie Thompson. The Art Institute of Chicago, the Chicago Academy of Sciences, the Chicago Historical Society, the Chicago Natural History Museum. It's all on those maps. The Museum of Science and Industry, the Oriental Institute, the John G. Shedd Aquarium. The Oriental Institute, I'm reading from the back. Maybe Hillary and Michelle can compare. Maybe on a podcast. With its representative collection of exhibits, Egypt, Syria, Palestine, Iraq, Turkey, and Iran, the Oriental Institute at the University of Chicago is regarded as one of the largest archaeological headquarters in the world. The Museum of Science and Industry, thousands of operating exhibits which demonstrate the basic everyday principles of the physical world. Do they talk like they've been to those places? I'm defending my backyard. Now, the only problem with the Ratner surrealism opposed to Dali and whatever's happening in Europe in the time before Hitler is that Alan Lipa has his own opinions, and I think he taught either in Chicago or Michigan. Professor Emeritus of the Art, Michigan State. But fathers and sons digress. Decisions for a Better America. The Republican Committee on Program and Progress 1960. PERCY. Now, Eisenhower will come out with his own goals, but Eisenhower with Nixon told PERCY to do this. Now this one, because my McClellan hearings, they could have easily have said, here is a list of these buildings that should have been condemned, but we are making them Head Start. So who made all the money there? The time for that would have been the Obamas. I don't think that happened. So you didn't care. Don't bring it up. My returning students class, you know, the system will change you back. Perfect book, Albrecht, not the other lady selling the pins. Pins are inherited. Scarves are inherited. My first scarf is somewhere over there. The Atlantic. Chicago's Blackstone Rangers. They are very public. They were on the Smothers Brothers NBC. They are the gang, or we don't know, brought to the McClellan hearings with representatives from Xerox because Xerox made textbooks. Office of Justice Programs, Blackstone Rangers, date published 1971, length 187 pages. Abstract from a 9-member street gang founded in 59, Blackstone Raiders. The Blackstone Rangers grew in 9 years to membership of over 4,500, controlled the entire south side of Chicago. Now, they will throw the Reverend Jesse Jackson. If you do not cross that picket line and support these black construction workers' desire for a job, we will throw you over the fence. Now, I think I've touched upon oh, how could I forget? Schlossberg Carolyn line. So she will say vote for Obama. Her uncle Teddy will say vote for Obama. The entire family will say vote for Biden. Oh, 1 second, because I brought something else. Where's that? Oh, no. My friend Pelosi. So now we have Pelosi from Baltimore. The Baltimore plan is either her father or her brother, who were both mayor, because this black Baltimore butterfly, he wants to know how this happened. Are you afraid to say the name of D'Alessandro? Well, let me tell you something as the paper girl on Main Street, Tarrytown. D'Alessandro when it was 2 S's and he drops it in Baltimore to 1 if they're related. He never tipped. He owns the liquor store. His cigar, if they're related, with pleasure. You should have tipped, not even on a hot August day. Would you like a little sarsaparilla soap? Nobody. Not the VFW. Schubert's Army and Navy I deliver to the young guys and the old guys, separated by 7 stores. The young guy, he has a nice Volkswagen. Just saying. Los Angeles. The Ambassador Hotel. You know the Ambassador. Well, it's a big thing. And Trump wants to buy it. And then California is going to pass some kind of a school law, something or other. It's in here. I'm over 6 minutes, so what does it matter? Are we having fun? Why not? Village. Is there